The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
My algorithm, my social media algorithm at the moment is just full of Liam and Noel.
Right.
Oasis.
Yeah. Is yours or I just wonder if that's...
No.
Okay.
Wish mine was to clear out all the other stuff going on.
Do you wish it was, though?
No, I don't.
I've been getting a lot of old interviews with them and some of their biggest spats and a funny ones as well. Like they showed a friend sent it to me that it showed a scene of Peaky Blinders, you know, where what's his name, the head guy in Peaky Blinders?
Tommy Shelby.
Tommy Shelby's walking around going, no fighting. You don't fight. You don't fight. You don't fight. They're saying this is the Oasis tour manager.
I wonder if they will make it through the tour.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I had somebody else reach out to me and say that they're hearing that this could be part of a world tour. That it might, and that
That's the hope.
and that they will be coming to Australia, and that they might be coming to Brisbane. In particular.
Brisbane.
Yep.
I'm not saying I want concerts to be it's all fall apart, but it could easily fall apart.
They've got to make a doco on it.
Like it's not going to be smooth sailing. Is all I'm saying. There's going to be problems. There's going to be it's got to be a there'll definitely be a documentary.
It's a great study actually into brotherly relationships. These two, because you think about it, they're brothers. They had the exact same upbringing. They're in the house together, and they share the exact same passion. Clearly, the exact same passion. But for whatever reason, they just have not been able to hold it together.
What if they always fought? What if they always, were niggling each other right from when they were little? Or it's just started since they became famous?
I reckon. No, I reckon that's just their relationship is just playing out now that we get to, it's on a world stage now that we get to see it.
They say birth order's a really big deal about your personality. You said they had the same upbringing. They didn't quite, because one was there by themselves, before the other one was born. The other one always had the other one there.
What were you and Catherine like?
Well, I don't know. I don't remember her. I'm joking. That was a joke.
That gives some insight.
That was a joke.
Too busy chasing gold.
I don't remember her.
That was a joke, Catherine.
I'm the same with Brad.
She's not listening.
She is.
Didn't realise he
I
existed.
love you, Catherine. What do you say about Brad?
Go to Brad. Is that what you said? Go to Brad. Get off me. Go to Brad. I mean, you did open it up. You start talking siblings. Of course, I'm going to bring up Catherine.
Yeah, true.
Well, I was spending yesterday trying to find that interview I did with Noel.
Yes, I want to hear that.
Yes,
I haven't heard it.
I haven't got it, but it was in 2006.
What was he like? Did you like him when you spoke to him?
I thought it was a great interview. That's it. But the only bit I really remember from it, I remember it was at the Tivoli. It was on the day that he had a concert. I spoke to him backstage at the Tivoli, like in the afternoon. So he was going from there back to the hotel and then coming back for the concert.
It's a cool green room, that, isn't it?
And he was talking about that. And at the time, I
did.
told him some of the other people that had performed at the Tivoli
I
and
think I
sat
have heard this.
backstage.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, I said, "Who's your favourite Australian?"
Oh, yes.
I went, and he went, "That's an effing good question." And who do you reckon?
Steve Irwin.
No, but not too far off. It was 2006.
Oh, Crocodile Dundee.
No, okay. It was, no,
So how far off are we now?
as in an Aussie icon.
Kylie Minogue.
No, Warnie.
Shane Warne.
Ah,
Really? Wow.
the British loved him.
Yeah,
really did.
and then he went on to explain
It was early,
why it was Warnie, and I can't quite remember
I wanna hear that interview.
exactly what he said.
I
But
wish we could find that interview.
He definitely said it was Shane Warne.
How did you record that interview? Like, was it on a tape or a CD, or how did it work back then?
Shorthand.
It would have been.
Would have had one of those little
It definitely wouldn't have been
digital
shorthand.
devices.
Yeah, I would have had. I can't remember, but
Yeah. Shane Warne.
yeah, Warnie, and doesn't that make a good fit? You know what I mean? Like for the like Warnie was outspoken, his own kind of person. And
It
clearly
is
shows
strange
Noel
that
Lem.
they loved him because he was obviously he tore England apart in Ash's series.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty strange.
Yeah.
It's like you saying your favourite Englishman's Michael Vaughan or someone. He just turned his nose up. Like it is strange, isn't it?
Yeah, rest in peace, Shane.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
We had Vari in yesterday, one of the persons of interest in the case of Susie's missing keys. I think we've ruled her out, haven't we, as a
Yeah.
suspect for this?
Ruled her out.
Have you had any luck? Has there anyone reached out, said they
No.
found your keys?
No. A
No.
lot of people are asking me,
Yeah, well, we've got the blonde lady still up on our Instagram.
where is she?
I don't know. We haven't had any luck with people reaching out and saying they know her. I don't know if that's because someone's trying to protect this blonde woman, or if there's what was that?
I don't know what happened there.
Or or if there's actually no information. So I thought maybe what we could do, I'm going to throw it out to the phones here, 13 24 10.
Yeah.
We need to remove the general public and we need to control the narrative ourselves.
Or close Bunnings and just do a full sweep.
Well, we're leading our own investigation.
I think that's exactly what we're going to do.
I agree with that because I had an idea.
Well, go on, 'cause I've got a-
you do, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell my idea and then
do
you do
yours,
yours
yeah.
and then maybe we can combine them.
Okay.
But I thought what we need is a sniffer dog to go to Bunnings.
See, that's good.
I like it.
Right?
Sniff the
The keys?
backup one?
ball,
Yeah.
the thing that's in the keys are held
Yep.
in.
Now,
The
Love that idea.
leather patch.
I know
thing.
just the person for the job.
Who?
You know a sniffer dog?
Well, Bento.
No. Bento.
Bento
Oh,
comes
we've
in
got
every day.
one.
We've got a dog here. I
And
mean,
he sniffs.
That's
She
in-
sniffs a lot.
That's in Bento's blood.
I think it is.
Bento
She's
mainly
a hunting dog.
sniffs crotches from what I've...
Well,
Yeah.
where has that key pouch been sitting
And
on
what
your body, Susie?
And what's it
O'Neill?
look
Yes.
like?
It's on your belt buckle.
True, it's on my belt buckle.
And it
Belt
also
buckle?
looks like a crotch.
Belt buckle.
It does look like a
Belt
crotch.
buckle.
I reckon Bento's the person for the dog for the job.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think we need someone to help train her up a little bit because she's very much a crotch sniffing dog at the
Yeah.
moment. But if we can get her to do a leather
Yeah.
Who?
key pouch, well, 13 24 10. If you know how to train a dog,
Oh.
let's get someone in.
I think we can presume it's still in the building because if someone had taken it out by
Exactly.
now, they would have handed it in. There's no point in keeping a
Yeah.
key. But so my thought was that when you press the key and it opens your door,
Yeah.
which is its point. Its only
Yep, yep,
point. It sends out a message. It's in range, obviously, and it sends a message to the car and unlocks the key. It sends a radio wave, whatever the hell it sends.
Yeah.
Like the car manufacturer would also have a device that, if you went into Bunnings, would actually pick up whether the key is in range.
Oh, I like that
It'd
idea.
work the other way. Is
The opposite.
what I'm saying.
That's a good idea.
I'm very smart.
Does that exist?
Yes.
It must.
But does it exist?
Oh, of course it does.
It does.
I don't know.
No.
But that
Well,
is-
it's just an idea. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great idea. What you do is you go to Bunnings and you find a key finding device.
No, you don't buy it at
And you
Bunnings.
signal it.
You
and
get the
see-
car manufacturer.
You go to the car. Well, there must be, you'd think, because they're...
Of course it would.
It goes through the Wi-Fi. Goes through
Well,
the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great great idea. But
seem
the only
like this.
point
If
is
it exists.
that you don't know that it
Yeah, so
exists.
the dog is a
Yes.
good idea because we know that Bento exists.
Yeah.
So reach out to us on Instagram at Luttsy and Susie O'Neill if you're a canine trainer and
dog
you
trainer.
and you can train. We only need a couple of things. Obviously, we're only looking for one item, so we really
Yeah.
only need to train Bento to smell that pouch that
Or
you have. Suze.
if you own a key finding device, get in touch with us and pass it on.
The Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
Well, every second Sunday, actually, I'm in a swimming group and we swim usually at Griffith University. From 7 to 8, we have coffee afterwards. But there's a lot of young mums in that group as well. And after it, we were getting changed in the change room last Sunday, and the two mums were there. They had little kids, and they were talking about what they were doing for the day. Because I was like, "What are you doing today?" Because I had a free day because I've got no kids or any commitments really anymore. And they go, "Oh, we've got like 3 birthday parties." And then we got on to what age. I was like, what age can you leave your kids at those parties and just go and have time to yourself?
Well, surely you can do that whenever, can you? Or
Oh, no, just socially acceptable we were talking, not legally,
isn't it just the obligation of the hosting parents?
to say.
Oh no, just to look after everyone.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
usually when they're young enough, when they're
I feel
young...
like I was 5 and getting left at places.
well, so,
back in the
yeah,
day.
I'm hosting a 3rd birthday party next week, and I can tell you right now that is not the case.
Oh, right,
we will
okay.
not be looking after a bunch of 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
yeah,
right,
and you don't
okay.
say it on the invitation, do you? It's just kind of socially acceptably known.
Don't leave.
yeah, exactly.
This is not a drop-off
Parents don't
service.
leave me. I cannot be trusted.
But there was one...
Just cars slowing down, pushing kids out. Go, go, go.
That's how you kind of feel.
I reckon about 7, 6, 7.
Yeah, well, they were saying, one of the girls was saying that in Victoria, because she came up from Victoria, lives here now, she said she could leave her kid from 5
Yeah,
in Victoria.
that sounds about right.
But she said in Queensland, no, you've got to hang around till they're 8.
What do you mean? So,
Legally.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
socially acceptable.
Oh,
Socially acceptable.
Oh,
Victorians.
socially
You know,
acceptable.
like, what are the other parents
Everyone
doing?
bumps it up when they're talking socially acceptable. Oh, you mean socially acceptable? Oh, it's 14.
by the letter, Your Honour, by the letter of the law. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were saying, it's good when you can have a bit of time off from your kids. We all love our kids, yada, yada, yada. But and parties, sometimes you don't know the other parents, so you got to go and make small talk to people you don't really know about, oh, what do you do? And, whatever you talk about when you talk about people.
Oh, it's the worst. It's always the same conversation with the same people.
Yeah.
Oh, how's work going?
Yeah, and they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it
No.
as much as you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can't even think what age my kids were when I left them at parties. I never really had parties from our kids because I'm not really one of those people that likes to host parties.
Not one of those parents that shows.
Yeah.
That shows must look like they like their kids.
Well, that could be a good thing. We built a house once when one of the kids when we had a birthday party. Like we literally just built this. It was weeks old. It was brand new. This house, and we had a what are those things called that you hit?
Piñatas.
We had a piñata. Susie, we had a piñata that we hung off the thing, and all the kids. And one of the kids went in and grabbed a golf club, and it was a good golf club.
Yeah, you had some good sticks back
They
then.
were my pings,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I just
yeah.
come around the corner and seen this kid take a swipe at the piñata, completely miss it, and put it into the side sheet of our house
That's your proc.
that was weeks old.
The wall.
The wall.
Oh, no.
Like the far,
Yeah.
like through the plaster.
Yep, through the plaster.
Holy crap, how was your club? It was all right, I guess. Probably
Yeah, no,
not.
I think
Probably
the club
scratched up a
was
bit.
okay, but
More
it
to
was
the
just like,
point.
are you serious?
I would
And
never-
right at that point where I'm dealing with that, a mother came up to me and goes, Ashley, have you got a towel? Because so-and-so's jumped into the pool.
Go
and I
and
need-"
just shit themselves.
no.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, it was
Oh, right.
overwhelming.
Yeah, bugger that.
I can't think of any really good parties that I dropped my kids off at and what age they were, but I just reminded me I went to a really good party, I reckon, when I was a kid. It was a McDonald's party, which they don't do
yeah.
anymore.
I remember
And I
that.
was in primary school, and it was a competition, I remember. There was a car there, and there was all empty polystyrene Big Mac containers. Remember when Big Macs came in polystyrene
Yeah.
containers? Anyway, they
Yes.
came in these...
Yeah.
And you had to guess how many Big Mac containers were in this car, and all of us and you could win all different things. And all of us from the party won a prize. Oh, not all of us. A couple of us won a prize. I won a VHS video player, I remember.
What?
Yeah, no one won the car because someone had worked it out, and then we all did a amount just, close to
Yeah,
it.
closest to.
Yeah, but my mum definitely... I can't remember my mum ever really coming to a birthday party when I was a kid. I reckon
No.
it's changed.
No,
You reckon?
they never hung around.
No.
Well, back to when I can remember, which would have been 5 or 6.
Yeah, they
Like
just dropped
McDonald's
us.
parties, it was just one set of parents.
Yeah.
See ya.
Should we throw it out there? 13, 24, 10, like rules around this, leaving kids at parties, ages.
Yeah, what age can you leave them? Can you...
Yeah,
how long for?
Socially.
Yeah.
Socially accepted.
All right, 13,
legally.
24, 10, give us a call.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.
I was talking before about how I was talking to some new mums or mums with young kids, and they were talking about what age can you leave your children at parties and go and do your own thing. And we put it out to the peoples, and they've answered. Sandra from Deception Bay, what do you think?
Hey, yeah. Hey, how are you going?
Hi.
Going, guys?
Good, thanks.
That's good.
Time's
My children are a lot older now. Mine are nearly 18 and 15. But even when they were younger, we had to actually put on the invites. Like we had a birthday party for my 5-year-old at the time. We had to put on invites, please stay, due to supervision, or some people would just drop and run. Just drop and run the kids. Yeah.
And what age did you
Yeah.
keep saying, please stay on the invite?
Yeah, please stay, yeah. And I was a helicopter mum at the time, and I would never leave my kids at that age. So I would just stay, like even when we were invited to other parties and stuff. And, you've been amazed at how many dropped and stayed. Dropped and
ran.
went.
But what age
just ran.
At 3, that
did you
was.
drop them? 3 years old? No, 5.
3.
4.
4.
4 or 5, yeah. Oh, what age did I drop them?
Yeah.
Oh, probably 9 or 10.
Oh, that sounds normal.
yeah.
That's all right.
Even
It's
then
almost
I was
high school
a bit
these days.
anxious about it.
Yeah. There's so many parties now, isn't there? Like,
I
there's
know,
so many
yeah.
kids' parties. Every weekend it sounds like that age
Yeah.
kids are going to like.
I've got an 18th coming up for my oldest, so that's yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they can drop and run for that
if
one.
they stick around for an 18-year-old, that's just weird.
It's kind of pervy. It's like,
I'll hang around.
no, you have to go now.
Can I come?
Just rock out with a six-pack.
oh my God. Kayla at Redcliffe, what do you reckon?
Hi.
Hey.
I was thinking about it and I said 10, but I think probably a bit older. I've got a 13-year-old and I'd probably feel comfortable leaving him at a party, but he's 6 foot tall as well.
Right.
Oh, he'll look after himself.
Well, that's embarrassing for him if he's taller than you and you're sticking around at a party. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty tall. He's a centimetre shorter than me.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
But still, it's
Hey,
too...
Mum, can I have some fairy floss?
I know, right?
Pass me a beer.
Pass the February bread, Mum.
That is weird, both being so tall, hanging around each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Have you had an instance, Kayla, where you've been the only parent at the party? Like where you've dropped your son off and you've been the only parent there?
No, there's always usually parents there, but it is, like you were saying, the awkward conversations. Like at my kids' party, I'd probably prefer if they drop the kids off
Yeah.
and just go so it avoids the whole awkward conversations. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you
But,
I
want
would
them?
actually prefer that myself.
And you've got to remember
Yeah.
their names too. And you've met them like 5 or 6, 7 times, and quite often you're like, "What's your name again?"
yeah, exactly.
But even the old, like when they get a little bit older, they have those pre-parties.
Pre's.
And like I've had mates that go, I've got to go to this pre-party. Like, why would you want to go? And why would your kid want you there?
I had a pre at our house. We had 11 before the semi-formal.
How many parents hung around?
Well, all of them. And there was
It's a thing.
11 couples.
That's a thing. Yeah, I went to one of them.
11
Wow.
couples plus parents. It was like a big do by the end. Yeah, I was drinking a lot for that. Claire, what do you reckon?
Claire.
Hi, how you going?
Good.
Good, thanks.
I don't know that there's any hard and fast rules. I feel like you have to kind of play it by ear. I reckon when they're younger, you just hang around. But there's been times, I think if they're really close friends of the family, like if your kid's been friends with them for a while, you know them pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, you might drop and run. You know, you feel safe in leaving them. But I don't know. Now they're older, I kind of don't like the parents to be hanging around. I'm like, it ends up getting expensive. You've got to cater for parents as well.
Oh, that's
probably,
true.
probably need booze.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is right. You got how much food are you putting on for these kids? I mean, I've got teenage boys. They're already inviting 20 kids from their football team and everything else. How much more do you need to?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It blows
Yeah,
out
that's
pretty
a
Tell the parents.
definite no parent situation.
Imagine how much they eat.
Yeah, that's right. And it's like, look, you're welcome to stay, but I'm not catering for you. It's like-
Bring your own lunch.
Anyway.
Last one, Alison from Manly West. What age do you think you can leave your child?
Oh, it depends. But my daughter, when she was 7, she had a pool party for her birthday in January. And that was fine because I used to help at the school swimming and I knew all the kids could swim. But she had a new friend from New Zealand and the mum dropped her daughter off and said, I'm going to leave. And I went, okay, that's fine. And most other parents were staying. And then she said, oh, by the way, my daughter can't swim.
Oh,
It's a pool party.
Yeah, keep an eye on her.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then I said to my mum, right, mum, your job today is to watch this girl. Not your eyes
Everyone's
do
good
not
at
leave this
delegating.
girl. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
stressful.
Poor old mum. Grandma ended up with her.
Grandma's watching
Grandma
the
probably can't swim either.
What was Grandma going to do if there was a problem?
Grandma's the lifesaver.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, God.
That's not on. You can't be doing that.
No.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie Snackbox.